Hi, this is Jeff Smith from Tack Tracker. Today I'm going to run through the Navigation Rally features that we've added to the Race Editor license. If I click the About box here, you'll see that I am licensed against Race Editor, but I don't have a Navigation Rally license. The Race Editor is affordable and intended for personal use, whereas the Navigation Rally license has a higher annual fee and is really more for club use. So although you may be using Navigation Rally at your club, individuals may wish to purchase a Race Editor license in order to access some of the Navigation Rally features. I will remind you that without any license, you're able to load an existing rally into Tack Tracker and view the results. So what you can do in addition with the Race Editor license is create your own Navigation Rally course, and you can export that to a GPX file, which can be imported into a chart plotter on your boat. So let's get started. So the process is, if you're used to using Navigation Rally features that came with a Navigation Rally license, you'll see that the process is a little bit different when I have a Race Editor license. First thing is you'll notice that the Nav Rally tab is no longer here. However, I can get started by hitting the Race Editor button. I don't have any races to find at the moment, so I'm going to click Create New Races. The first step is to define the location of the race. Now, to do that, I need to select a landmark, and I have previously defined a bunch of landmarks. I'm going to select the Mordialloc Pier and click Next. Before I click Next, I should also specify the date for my race. So, for example, if I want this in September, then that'll be the date that I put there. Now, if I didn't have a landmark, I can create them in under the Settings button here. There's a Landmarks tab that lets me edit landmarks and add them to Tack Tracker. So I better specify a name for my race, and I can go ahead and specify a time if I want to do that. So, for example, this is 2 o'clock, maybe it's at 10 o'clock. Okay, and I'll just show this here on the times. Try that again. 10 o'clock for the start of the race. There we go, and maybe we'll bring the end of the race back a bit, say back to 12. All right, and I'll add the course and marks. This is the interesting bit. Okay, so first thing I need to do when I go to the course and marks dialog here is change the type of course to a Navigation Rally. The default is yacht race, which is not what you want. The second step is to add the turns. So I'll do a simple little rally with 4 turns. So I just type them in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll put a space in between each one, and I'll hit apply. So what I've got now here is the start, the finish, and my 4 turns listed as marks, which I now have to place on the course. If my course is going to finish at the start, I can click finish through the start line here, and then I just have to place the start. So we'll begin with the start mark. Now, to locate the start, I would normally type the lat and longitude. What I'm going to do now is lay the mark by clicking on the mark. I'm going to just place it on the course, maybe somewhere near the Mordialloc Pier. So that's my start position. I'm then going to lay mark 1, so click on 1. Now what's new here is that I can actually specify the distance and bearing from the previous mark. So I'm going to go a distance of 1 nautical mile, and I'm going to go a bearing of let's try 180 degrees. I'll click apply. And I'll select the second mark. And this time the distance will also go 1 nautical mile, and we'll make a bearing of 270 degrees. Click apply. Mark 3, let's make it a distance of 1.5 nautical miles and a bearing of 0. Apply. And finally mark 4, a distance, say 0.5 nautical miles We'll do a bearing of 90. Apply. So there's my course. And then I can just save and close. And I've gone back to the previous dialog and I'll say create races. So it saved that race that I've just created to the track library. OK. This is the library here. I say it created this race in September, so I'll go down to September. And if I right click on this, you can see from the right click menu that we have this option here now to export the course to a GPX file. So let's do that. Save course to GPX file, and it's going to be stored in my documents trainingrace.gpx, so that's fine, so I'll hit save. So really that's all there is to it. Go ahead and enjoy. Thank you.